Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to jump into Cardano, and there's a lot of bullish news and information coming out across the cryptoverse, especially with Cardano ADA. So Cardano is definitely a coin we talk about pretty much every day on this channel, so if you guys want to stay up to date with Cardano, make sure to quickly subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video. I will say, guys, Cardano is a blockchain platform built on a proof-of-stake consensus protocol that validates transactions without high energy costs, and we all know that for the most part, but I'm just trying to give you guys a little brief understanding of why Cardano is so special. There's so much utility use cases behind Cardano and the ecosystem as a whole, and we're going to deep dive into that here today as well, as a lot of big news and information has continued to keep me very, very bullish on Cardano as an altcoin altogether. So we do see $1.42, a 0.82% increase in the last 24 hours. If we actually go to the last week alone, we are still seeing a 3.44% increase, a very, very solid return for a lot of Cardano holders. Seeing this nice increase, from that dollar price point or even a 99-cent price point that we once, kind of ran down to during this market manipulation or FUD. We also see in the last month only a 15% decrease. This decrease is actually not too bad. We saw it around $1.70 June 7th, and now we're seeing it at $1.42. I do think we are going to push back against that slowly but surely. We will break this FUD. We will break this manipulation, and Cardano will be, like we said, back to its price point that it deserves. So I do want to jump into a few different things here before we get started too much into the price prediction part of Cardano and the really, I guess, market itself has a lot of crypto news to jump into. So we're going to jump into Cardano, obviously talking about Cardano leading the way here on Crypto Differ. So I'm going to move this around just a little bit so you guys can actually see. So top blockchains by average daily development activity on GitHub in the last 30 days. Cardano has 473. It's beating Polkadot. It's beating KSM. It's a very, very solid really number there, 473, beating out a lot of great projects. So I do want to come down and actually look into our next topic. It's going to be the ghost chain, they said. So a lot of people talking about how Cardano doesn't have that many projects really initiated on Cardano's ecosystem yet, and we see that as pretty much a lie. I mean, we see so many projects here. Lending and borrowing, we have IDO platform, asset management, DEX, liquidity, NFT payment, IDO platform, graph query, wallet, as well as so many more. We're not going to go through them all, but like I said, a lot of projects already being built on the Cardano really ecosystem already, and we don't even have smart contracts really developed yet. So it's just crazy to see that taking place, and crazy to see a lot of people continuing to kind of bash on Cardano. A great project, in my opinion, with great potential. So we also see Cardano leapfrogging Bitcoin as eToro clients' most held cryptocurrency. We're not going to jump too far into this because we did already talk about this in our last Cardano update. Also, Grayscale makes Cardano ADA its third largest holding. We're not going to jump into that too much, like I said, because we already talked about this in our last video. We see Cardano at the number 3 spot, right above Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and Chainlink. So definitely a great spot for Cardano to be in. And I want to check into IOHK securing Cardano partnership with Nexo and Orion as well, because this is definitely a big deal as we continue to see big partnerships taking place with the Cardano really ecosystem as a whole. And I think, the biggest thing ahead is that Alonzo upgrade, and Cardano has announced a new series of partnerships, this time with lending platform Nexo and Orion Protocol. So I do expect, like I said, big things taking place in the upcoming weeks and months ahead. Here we see big money buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Polkadot, Cardano, and Bitcoin Cash as crypto fund inflows return. So digital asset firms CoinShare says there is a potential shift in the sentiment among crypto investors as inflows return to the market. So this is definitely a big bullish really indicator here. I think a lot of people are very, very excited about Cardano having an opportunity to get back to $2 as well as $3, $4, $5, and really see where it ends up by the end of the bull market or the end of the year. A lot of people very, very happy about seeing this exact title of inflows back to the market. I do want to talk about the U.S. Congressman buys Dogecoin, Ethereum, and Cardano amid bull market. So this is another quick take about Alabama Congressman Barry Moore has purchased a range of cryptocurrency in recent months. So we actually can see that here. According to current prices, he's down on all of his crypto investments so far. But I will say, guys, it's definitely good to see, that these congressmen, these really government officials are jumping in and taking advantage of a crypto market. Obviously, it's one thing is for sure, they're not going to screw over their own investments, in my opinion. So if it does come to, Senate or, the Congress to really, decide certain things or, regulatory stuff, I think for the most part, they're going to understand the market a little bit more. being invested in it. And I also think it's going to help us overall to continue to see mass adoption take place. Obviously, congressmen and, government officials jumping in is definitely a good thing. I do want to take a look as well at Cardano ADA from the perspective of an institutional investor. So institutional investments in Cardano have risen steadily over the last few months. The reason of the increase of institutional interest can be linked to environmentally sustainable and really technological advancements made in the network. So Cardano has entered into a series of high-profile partnerships with Koinly and like, and we also see the establishment of Cardano Trust indicates a farther influx of funds into the network. Cardano recently reached its all-time high of $2.46 amid dwindling fortunes in the cryptocurrency sector. So this was 3 hours ago. We talked about this really huge opportunity for Cardano, still having a lot of potential behind this coin. And I want to jump into one more here. This one talks, we actually have two more, but this one talks about the Cardano plans to incorporate 50 banks and 10 Fortune 500 companies by 2026. This is definitely a big deal, and we're going to talk a little bit more about this by jumping into the CEO of Cardano Foundation, Frederick Gregard, and he talks about here about stating the Cardano's short-term goals are enabling at least 50 banks to use its native cryptocurrency ADA. In setting goals for the next few years, management went on a claim that 3 Fortune 500 companies could use the token within 3 years. That number could rise to 10 by 2026. Just letting everyone know, this is just another bullish indicator, another bullish sign that Cardano is in the right direction, on the right path. And another thing to note before you guys go crazy on me, because I've been saying, Cardano's bullish for some time now. In my opinion, Cardano has never stopped being bullish in the last couple of months. The price does not always reflect, the news and information coming out. And we saw that with Theta specifically. Theta mainnet came out for Theta, and the price pretty much didn't move. And we saw, last, 2 months ago, that, it was supposed to come out and it got delayed. We saw the hype build up. We saw it go up to about $15.90, and then we saw it, just instantly tank after a, delay in the mainnet. And then this time it came around and really not much movement at all. So you have to realize that, the price will not always move or correlate with the bullish news that comes out. It's just a matter of time, though, before that, price catches up to that bullish news, and we do see, the best coins winning out. So we also see Cardano is looking to pull a Bitcoin in El Salvador. So yes, we have been in talks with some officials and parties in El Salvador, and I may do state a visit. We sent out all the documentation and requests for that, so we'll meet the president, but it's basically going to be in their hands. So Cardano recently announced government deals in Ethiopia and Tanzania to roll out blockchain infrastructure related to education and internet connectivity. But with El Salvador making Bitcoin legal tender, Hoskinson sees an opportunity to capitalize on the pro-crypto momentum flooding the country. So a lot of potential behind this as well. This article definitely states, that there is a lot of mass adoption possibilities taking place here with Cardano. We all love Charles Hoskinson for the most part, and that's just because of how hard he works, how much he tries to accomplish, and really his way of going about things does seem to be working. I do want to talk about BlockFi real quick before we talk about price predictions. So the future of finance is here. The old way of doing things doesn't cut it anymore. With BlockFi, you can use cryptocurrency to earn interest at up to 7.5% APY, borrow cash, and buy or sell crypto. There are no hidden fees, no minimum balances, and no reason to wait, so you can actually take advantage of BlockFi very easily by jumping into the description below, clicking on my link, or even jumping into the comment section down below and jumping into my pinned link there. You can get up to $250 worth of Bitcoin when you sign up, and it talks about the BlockFi Rewards credit card is here, so they're inviting eligible people at the top of the list to apply now, so you can actually grab your place in line. The credit card's a great thing to look into. I've recently discussed with BlockFi how much it really benefits the users, and it's pretty substantial. So I do think you guys should take a look at BlockFi for multiple reasons altogether. But BlockFi, I do have my link. Like I said, it supports the channel, supports me. It also supports you up to $250 worth of Bitcoin wise. So let's jump into the price predictions now for Cardano ADA. So we do see a 0.37% increase in the last 24 hours, sitting at $1.42. We actually made it all the way up to $1.44, almost $1.45 today, July 7th. And I do think we have a lot of potential to, like I said, break out in the upcoming months ahead. I do think we are still in this manipulation FUD stage, but I think we're getting so many, bullish indicators that we are going to break out within the upcoming months. And I think, it could be as late as October. It could be as early as September. So definitely kind of stay put here and, invest or accumulate during this accumulation phase is, my opinion, the best way to make sure you gain some profits here. I will say, guys, overall, I am not a financial advisor, so always do your own research. But by the end of the year, I see Cardano, really putting closer marks to $10. I think $7 to $10 is that price range that makes a lot of sense for the end of the bull market, I should say. Not really the end of the year, but the end of the bull market at the very, very least. Cardano ADA will be at a $7 to $10 price point, in my opinion. So let me know what you guys think about that price prediction for the end of the year, end of the bull market. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about where you think Cardano will end up being by the end of this year or the end of the bull market in the comment section down below. So let me know in the comments, as well as subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video if you guys are Cardano holders. I do pretty much, like I said, daily updates on Cardano, and there's a lot of bullish news today to cover, and I just think, it's going to be a good week for Cardano. So make sure to stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video. I'll see you guys all in the next one.